Welcome back to the Morning Blend, where we are cooking with the Machine Shed this morning. On Father's Day, Dad deserves to eat what he wants, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of dads say that what they want is steak.
Chef Kurt Wagner is back from the Machine Shed with their famous Cattleman's Choice steak. Welcome back, Kurt.
Thanks for having me.
Kurt?
We got to tease everyone with that beautiful hunk of meat earlier.
Well, that's the idea. If you're talking about being vegetarians, we just got to prove them all wrong.
Yeah. For those of us who love our red meat, what are you cooking up today?
Well, we're going to have a cattleman's steak, and this is actually a 9-ounce top sirloin. All of our steaks are certified Angus beef, which makes it even better. What I've done so far is I've got the mushrooms, the margarine, the onion, the garlic, and the thyme. And I just sauteed that down.
Okay.
You can kind of see in there a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, and you can kind of see now, some people will drain this off, and in the recipe it actually says drain it, but you really don't have to. You want to kind of soak up a lot of those flavors.
Okay.
You can drain off a little if you don't want it to be quite such a wet stuffing. But we're just going to take the breadcrumbs, and this is just your regular bread from home. You can use what you get from the store. You can throw in different flavors if you like rye bread, if you like sourdough. Italian bread would be very good in this dish.
Yeah.
So that's going to soak up a lot of that liquid.
That's exactly
So what
right.
you're making is a stuffing that we're going to put in the steak then.
That's correct.
Okay.
Now, in the recipes I provided the one for the pioneer sauce. I also provided the one for the steak. Really, unless you just feed a cow, that's the recipe for the steak. So.
Right.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, so what goes in there next?
Okay, well, once we've got this all stirred up, normally you're going to let this cool down a little bit.
Okay.
But we really don't have time for that today, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and add the cheese right in.
And what kind of cheese is that?
This is Swiss cheese.
Okay.
But again, you can use your favorite. You probably want to stick with a white cheese. You could use a provolone. You could use an Asiago, just for appearance sake. And we're going to mix that in.
Okay.
And now we're just going to stir this in lightly. And the reason you normally want to let this cool off a little bit is so that you can still kind of see the cheese in the stuffing. And let me kind of just stir this up, and if we can get one more shot.
Yeah.
You see how we kind
I
of see
see.
the cheese?
Okay.
Normally that's the way it would look, and then you can either cool this down and put it in your fridge and use it for the next day, or for a couple days from now if you're going to have a party at your house, or you can use it right away when it's warm. I actually prefer to usually let it sit for a little bit so the flavors have a chance to melt.
Absorb, yeah.
But,
Stuffing's one of those things I bet just gets better day after day.
It does. It does. And what you can do is you can always just add a little more seasoning to it if you're going to eat it right away, so it's a little stronger in flavor.
All right.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to reach over here on our little grill, and we're going to grab one of these steaks off.
Oh, wow.
So you're cooking the steak up first before you slice it open.
That's correct.
Okay.
And then we're going to take this, we're going to just hold on to it with our tongs, and go right down the middle.
Oh,
See, I
you're
always
making
thought
that
that
look
looked so
easy.
hard to make it, to butterfly it like that.
And it's actually very easy to do. I mean, it takes a little bit to get used to hanging onto the tongs, but any father that's been on a grill, self-respecting father, will be able to do this.
Look how perfect that is.
Yeah.
Open that up right to the camera there. Look at how beautiful that is.
And we've got pretty much a nice medium steak right there.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And usually what I recommend to people is that you're going to cook it a little bit less than what you want. So if you like it medium rare, go rare. If you like it medium, go medium rare. And the reason for that is that we're going to put this back on the grill. Is usually what I do again at home. I will stuff the steak, and then I take the whole thing and I set it back on the grill for a minute just to make sure everything is hot and it gets more of that smoky grill flavor if you're into the charcoal.
I'm going to turn this around just so they can see that. Oh, look at that.
And we stuff that, and then we're just going to take some of our sauce, which we've got nice and hot over here.
And this is your Pioneer sauce that we have the recipe for on our website you mentioned.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep, that is correct. We've got that all set up for
And
you.
there's butter, garlic, thyme, basil, some heavy cream, and then there's a roux that you start with to make that sauce, right?
That is correct.
Okay, and a roux, of course,
That
is
is
just
beautiful.
flour and margarine or butter. Yeah, that's a nice looking sauce.
And
now, are you serving that now at the Machine Shed?
That's available anytime you want, lunch or dinner. Just come on in. We can make it for you. And if you even come in at breakfast, just ask for me and I'll make sure you get it.
That's
Awesome.
cool.
Put a little egg on the side with that.
We can do that.
There you go. We're
Yeah,
looking at some
exactly.
beautiful pictures of the Machine Shed. It's a great place to go out. It's really, farm fresh food. But for Father's Day, you've got this great buffet coming up. It's June 16th coming up. You got to make a reservation, I bet.
Oh, that's correct. Matter of fact, any big holiday you want to make reservations. We are a large restaurant. We seat about 500 people. But still, on those days, it gets real busy and people are out in large family numbers. It's parties of 10 and 20 and 30. We do lots and lots of those. So please call
Great
ahead.
buffet items.
Yeah, and brunch is a great meal, I think, to take Dad out to. Great family time to all be together on that Sunday, which is fantastic. But make sure that you make your reservations. I know you also have catering you do for weddings and business parties, which is great to call and find find out more about serving big groups.
And the store, you sell a snow cone machine.
Oh,
Snow cone machine, perfect as we get into
I'm
summer.
like, I used to have a Snoopy snow cone machine, and that was like one of my favorite things. But how fun to go shopping! So give yourself a little extra time before you sit down for the buffet or afterward to be able to shop that beautiful store.
Well, that's fantastic, and the truth is it's great for Mom because Mom can sneak away from the table and do some shopping while Dad's having a cold beer or waiting for his food to come.
Or at that carving
or at the buffet,
station.
or just waiting for some more filet.
Exactly. That's fantastic. Thank you, Kurt. Call now to make your reservations at the Machine Shed. They have locations in Pewaukee as well as Appleton. The phone number is there on your screen to do that. MachineShed.com. They're on Facebook. And don't forget the recipe for Cattleman's Choice as well as the Pioneer Sauce are on our website, themorningblend.com. Thanks, Kurt.
Thank you.